External Bournemouth Streets Day. Fade into Bournemouth town over lively music. The town is busy with people milling around between the shops and the university halls. It is the very start of Freshers' Week with the new students moving in. There's an exciting, buzzing atmosphere. We cut to Daisy, 18, in the back of her car driven by her parents. The car is rammed full of stuff and Daisy's parents can be heard comically bickering in front as to where to park. Daisy's listening to the music playing and smiles, looking out of the window at the other students and their families. She also sees some students on their own, looking stressed and struggling with all of their bags, whilst others are in groups, seemingly already drunk and rowdy. There are also couples walking hand in hand through the streets. She opens her phone and writes a note for herself. The note reads, "Rules at uni, don't get stressed and remember to have fun. Don't be a dick." She then stops before adding, "Don't get into anything serious." She then puts her phone down and smiles out of the window before seeing her accommodation.
Oh, Mum! Dad, this is it. This is the base. Pull in here.
As Daisy's family car is seen turning off a roundabout towards the car park, another car behind them carries on over the roundabout and we begin to follow its driver, David, whilst the music continues to play. David looks stressed and anxious, focusing on the road but also trying to look at his phone to see where he's going, whilst also looking out of the window at the other students and their families. David is by himself and his car is a disorganised mess of bags and other stuff. Suddenly, a text alert sounds through on his phone and he glances down. It's from Jessica, David's ex. Her name reads, "Jess, do not reply, you fucking idiot." And the part of the message seen appears to be very apologetic. David angrily ignores it and mumbles, "Fuck you," before looking again at the road and then seeing that he's reached his halls, is about to drive past.
Shit.
David suddenly jerks the car to turn around into the car park of his halls, whilst the car behind him honks at him. He screeches into the car park and, at too fast a speed, pulls into the first space he can, breathing heavily and gripping the wheel tightly. There is a pause while the music fades away. David glances down at his phone again to see a text from his mum come through. It reads, "Did you get there all right?" followed by another, "Do try to have fun. Kiss, kiss. Ring Connor, he'll look after you." David sighs and pauses before relaxing and going to get out of the car when it immediately stalls and he's left it in gear.
Fucking piece of shit.
Titles. Interior, Daisy's halls, day. Daisy waves her mum and dad goodbye from the lobby of her halls, all of her stuff piled around her. She seems to get a bit teary as they pull away.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright. As they pull away, but the reception is filled with other freshers and she tries to hide it. A rep dressed in a neon shirt that says, "Hello, I'm Tim and I'm a Christian, here to help," on a sticker, approaches her. An armful of flyers, stickers and other useless fresher stuff.
Hi there, you okay?
Hi there, Tim. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Just first day nerves, I guess.
Oh no, don't be silly, that's totally fine. I'm sure everyone's the same. I cried for the first week straight. Can you believe it?
I cannot. I'm Daisy.
Oh, sorry, how rude of me. I'm Stephen, but my friends call me Tim, which means you can call me Tim.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet you. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, actually, I'm not too sure where I'm going. Flat A22C?
Oh yeah, so that's the third floor and then the second corridor on the right. Would you like a freshers flyer or a bag or a cool sticker?
Actually, if you could give me a hand with these bags, that'd be amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
The helper starts to frantically gather up the load on the floor.
Oh, no, I can take some of it.
Oh no, nonsense. I'm fine. Right, let's head off, shall we?
The two start to head up the stairs, the helper clearly struggling with the load. Interior, David's halls, day. David steps into his halls, much more empty and gloomy than Daisy's. As he looks around, he hears a noise coming from an open slot in the wall, the receptionist's desk. He steps forward.
Hi, I'm David, flat B40, one of the top floor studios, I believe.
The receptionist sat behind the desk seems to not notice or hear David. She walks very slowly towards the desk with a pint glass of water. She then very slowly sits down and takes out a little capsule of milk that you get in cafes. Painfully slowly, she pulls it open and empties it into the glass. Then there is a long pause as the two just stare at the milk mix in the glass, David in horror. She then reaches into her pocket and pulls out another capsule.
Hi, sorry, don't know if you heard me before, but I'm here to pick up my keys.
The receptionist suddenly looks at David.
Oh, are you? Well, alright, love, what's your name then?
The receptionist looks under her desk for a file. During the conversation, she pulls it out and looks through the names.
David Smith.
God, what a boring name.
I'm sorry.
Oh yes, here we are. Got flat B40. Ooh, that's one of the big boy flats upstairs, isn't it? Mummy and Daddy did a good job sorting you out, didn't they?
I'm just not the biggest people person.
The receptionist is now looking through drawers for something.
You and me both, love.
No? Shocking.
Anyway, here you go.
The receptionist slides the keys over to David. There's a pause and she goes back to her drink.
Right. Where am I going?
Oh, can't you figure that out?
I mean, sorry, I can see you're really busy, but no, not really.
Ugh, take the elevator to the top floor and that's the second door at the end.
Right, brilliant. Thank you.
David goes to pick up his stuff and presses the button on the lift.
It's broken.
Sorry?
I said it's broken. You'll have to walk.
Okay. Oh, I meant to ask, are there any freshers guides? And...
At this, the receptionist slams shut.
No. Okay then.
David sighs and grabs his stuff to go upstairs. Interior, Daisy's flat day. The door to Daisy's flat swings open and she and the helper step inside, the latter visibly exhausted from carrying the luggage. He drops it immediately in the hallway, the noise of which prompts Meg, 18, to poke her head out of her room, smile and head down the corridor towards them.
Brilliant, thanks Tim.
No, don't worry about it. Is there anything else I can do for you? Want any bags or stickers?
I think we're all good for bags and stickers. Thanks, Stephen.
Oh, thanks, Meg. You can call me Tim.
I think I can take it from here. Thank you so much for all your help.
And as she says this, she starts to usher Tim out of the flat.
Oh, that's okay. Now, Daisy, if you have a minute, do you mind if I talk to you about our Lord Jesus Christ? It's just I'm with the Christian Society, if you couldn't tell, and we take great pride in taking in and helping the freshers every year.
Thanks, Tim. It's fine, though. I'll fill her in on all the Bible stuff. Thanks, love you.
At this, Meg shuts the door on Tim and turns to Daisy.
I swear I'm going to fuck the Jesus out of that choir boy one day.
What's to do with the whole Tim Stephen thing?
No fucking clue. He's a sweet enough guy, but you can't let him talk too much or I'll be reciting passages to you before God knows what. Sorry, hon. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Meg. I like you, Daisy. Do you want to be best friends?
Right, yeah, sure.
This is fantastic news, Daisy. Oh, sorry. Let me give you a hand with all your stuff. Connor, come meet Daisy and give us a hand.
Interior, David's flat day. David steps inside his flat. Again, it's a lot less lively and bright than Daisy's halls, but he has his own spacious studio apartment. After taking it in for a second, he hears what sounds like an explosion from downstairs, with two male voices loudly bickering but laughing about it. David lets out a breath and puts all of his bags down before checking his phone. He scrolls past more messages from Jessica and the text from his mum, before going onto his phone and ringing Connor. Interior, Daisy's flat day. Closing on a phone that shows Davy Boy ringing it before declining the call, it's shown that Connor was holding the phone before he slips it back into his pocket to greet Daisy.
Oh no, don't be silly, you can get that if you want.
Oh no, it's fine. One important thing. Besides... Oh, no one important. Oh, no, it's fine. No one important. Besides, couldn't be so rude as to not let my gorgeous new flatmate get a proper introduction.
Oh, stop it, you big flirt.
What? I'm gallant and charming, but rough around the edges. Isn't that right? Sorry, love. I've immediately forgotten your name.
Oh, Daisy, don't worry about it.
God, I wasn't going to. Basically, Daisy, we've got a pretty standard dog shit flat. Leaves a lot to be desired, but Megan and I have had a discussion, and we believe that we can make this place. How do you put it? Dank as shit. if we're fun enough. Oh well, shit. And if we're fun enough. Now the question is if you'd be on board for that, because I'm afraid it's a bit of a deal breaker for any friendly or sexual encounters we might have in the future.
Connor, honestly, you're such a twat.
Megan, please. This is serious.
I mean, yeah, of course I'm down.
Oh yeah, she's down.
This is fantastic news. Daisy, welcome to the flat. Now let me give you a hand with this shit.
With that, Connor, with one end,
That wasn't a
stoops
safe
down
adjustment.
and holds all of Daisy's stuff up into her open room.
Don't mind Connor. He's just trying to make a strong first impression.
It's fine.
He's weirdly flirty, but don't get any ideas. Relationship with people you live with are a mess, always.
Alright, I'll make notes.
I'm serious. Actually, relationships of any kind at our age, avoid them like the fucking plague. You and I are best friends now, so we have to look out for each other. And I don't want to see you getting serious with anyone. People just end up hurt, and it distracts from other, more important stuff. Basically, fuck that. Just stay free, breezy like me, babe. You'll do just fine.
Okay, I promise.
Good.
After this, Connor steps out of the room having dumped all of the stuff.
Right. Seeing as we're celebrating the first night as a full flat, and there's three of us, and it's 3 in the afternoon, do you guys want to get fucked up?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Interior, David's flat, evening. David has now packed up all of his stuff and his flat is looking clean and homely, if quite plain and empty. He's settling down to bed for the night and going through his phone. We
Oh.
We see he has also messaged Connor a few times asking where he is with no reply. He then finally goes to the messages from his ex. After scrolling briefly, we find out that she cheated on him and he can't forgive her. We get the sense that he's very jaded and cold, visibly upset and alone. David goes to bed. Interior, David's flat, day. David is suddenly woken up by the loud sound of his phone ringing. He's surprised and frantically scrambles around to try and find his phone. After eventually finding it, he sees that it's Connor ringing him. He answers. The remainder of the scene takes place over the phone, cutting back and forth between David and Connor, talking in their respective rooms. David on speaker.
Hello?
Hey bud, so sorry about not getting back to you sooner. I was busy with my new flatmates.
Oh, that's cool, don't worry.
Sweet. How are you doing anyway? Moved in alright?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a nice flat, got a great view of the town. You should come.
Haha, no way. Daisy, you're an absolute mess. Get in here. You were so trashed you left all the toast in the sink, stupid bitch.
What?
Oh, sorry mate, it's just a bit of a messy one last night. Fucking Daisy left all her toast in the sink.
Daisy shouts from the background before coming into the kitchen to talk to Connor.
No, I didn't.
Who was it then?
Connor, I'm pretty sure that was you. I went to bed early and heard you shouting, midnight toast time.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like something you do. Like when we were drunk at my mum's 50th and put all the Weetabix in the dishwasher.
Jesus, Connor. Yeah, it was definitely you.
Fucking hell, can you two chill out and stop ganging up on me? And Daisy, do you want to leave me to talk to my good friend and stop eavesdropping?
He's on speaker.
Also, you literally called her into the room.
Both of you, fuck off. Daisy, you need to go have a shower. I can smell you from here.
Wow, charming.
Daisy leaves.
Fucking hell. Anyway, dude, I was wondering what you're up to. I'm about to go to Asda to get some hangover food and beds for tonight. Want to come?
I don't know. I wasn't really planning on going out tonight.
Yes, you were, dickhead. Also, as much of a little worm boy as you are, you still need to eat, don't you?
Yeah, alright.
Sick. I'll meet you downstairs. Don't bother with a shower. Want to get a move on. Also, it makes me look better if I'm not next to a smelly piece of shit. And if I'm next to a smelly piece of shit.
With that, Connor hangs up.
Alright then, I'm happy to.
Interior, supermarket aisles. David and Connor are walking down the supermarket aisle, David pushing a trolley and trailing behind Connor, who appears to be on a mission.
Honestly, what did you even come here to get?
Won't lie to you, mate. I'm just here for bevs. I'm hanging out my arse right now and still probably just get on it again to get good and ready for tonight.
Jesus.
What? It fucking works. Throw the cat, innit?
It's not the phrase at all.
Your mum's not the phrase at all.
Brilliant.
What are you getting anyway?
Just the essentials: cereal, juice, milk, bread.
Bread is not an essential. Also, fuck you for getting bread anyway. I've never once seen you eat a sandwich.
It's such a weirdly specific thing to pick up on.
Whatever, man. Well, hey, wait here in the trolley with the trolley for a sec. I've got to look at these seeds. I'm gonna go grab some vodka.
I mean, shouldn't I just come with?
Nah, hang back.
Connor jogs ahead to the spirits aisle where there are two girls eyeing up the shelves. As he goes over, they clearly recognise him and embrace. It is implied that the three have a history. David, meanwhile, is left in the middle of the central aisle. He sighs and goes to his phone, when suddenly he hears two voices off-screen which are revealed to be Eddie and Rich as they get closer.
Anyone under 24? Calling anyone under 25 and older than 18 who is planning on going out tonight. Come to flat B30, 7 p.m. sharp.
Oh, please don't be put off the fact that my colleague here is clearly private schooled. We will indeed be hosting a fantastic party for any freshies going out tonight. Come along, it'll be a blast.
Suddenly, Rich notices David stood alone and approaches him with a flyer.
Hello, good sir. Care for a flyer to a dank as shit party that's happening tonight?
Oh, God. Please, never talk like that again.
Your request has been noted and ignored.
Eddie turns to David.
Ignore him. He's not that bad. Hey, I recognise you. I think we live in the same building. Eddie, this is Rich. Actually, his name would be 30.
David, B40.
Are you just on top of us then, as it were?
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, didn't I hear an explosion from your guys' flat yesterday?
There's a pause and Rich and Eddie look at each other.
You said you'd soundproofed.
Yeah, didn't. Anyway, want to come to a party tonight? We're doing a big preach for the freshers night thing.
Maybe, yeah, but I'm not too sure about going out, to be honest.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. You sound like a bit of a buttered toast, mate. Anyway, what are you doing with all this beer if you're not going to go out?
Oh, this is my mate Connor's.
What, right, well this Connor sounds fun. Where is he?
David indicates over to where Connor is flirting with the girls, already getting a bit touchy.
Oh, never mind. He's a dickhead.
No, he's alright. I've known him for ages.
Alright, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Rich and Eddie glance at each other again.
Alright then, man. We'll best be off. Come along tonight, though. It'll be laugh.
Alright, might see you later.
Nice to meet you, dude.
The pair start to walk away as Connor approaches again, Eddie trying to talk to Rich and Connor addressing David.
Oh, honestly, mate, I know you're trying, but it's just not working.
Alright, mate. Sorry about that. Duty calls.
Don't worry about it.
Right, well, unless you need anything else, we should head over to the tills.
Yeah, but like I said, I just needed to get...
Oh shit, it's my new flatmates. Hang on. Meg, Daisy.
Meg and Daisy are seen at the end of the aisle and notice the two guys as they approach. The rest of the scene is now from Daisy's point of view.
Oh, it's Connor and his mate. Come on.
The pair converge in the middle of the aisle.
Hey, yeah, you guys got much?
Yeah, just some essentials for the flat. Cereal, milk, bread.
Told you it's essential.
Other than that, it's really just beds for tonight.
Yeah, same here. I shall be getting on it immediately when we get home. You guys ready to go?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Wonderful. What are we waiting for then?
Meg and Daisy both glance from Connor to David as if to say, "Who's this? Why are you in a hurry? And is he coming?"
What?
Connor suddenly looks at David as if just noticing him.
Oh shit, yeah, sorry. David, these are my flatmates Meg and Daisy.
Hi.
Hey.
Nice to meet you. I believe we spoke on the phone earlier and bonded over how much of a twat Connor is.
Whoa, fucking calm down, Daisy. Someone woke up on the cunty side of the bed today. Right, David?
There's a pause and the two stare at Connor in disbelief.
Yes, definitely a twat. Nice to meet you.
You coming out with us later then?
Oh, well,
No, he isn't. David here is a bit of a wet blanket, so I reckon this evening will probably consist of him reading some Shakespeare, having a wank, and then falling asleep about 8.
That's weird.
About 8. Right, David?
Oh, no, come on. That's just vulgar. I never do that to Shakespeare. I'll wink over Dickens instead.
Seriously though, what's our plan? It's a bit sad if we're just going to drink by ourselves again.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Oh, well, the guys on the floor below me are having a big party tonight as like a pre-s thing. It's an open thing for all the freshers if you guys were interested.
Well, fuck me sideways. Yes, David, that sounds lovely. What, you two down?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sick. Right, let's get all this stuff and head off.
Connor steams ahead, followed by Daisy and Meg. David trails behind and Daisy notices, slowing down to walk with him.
You coming with?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm fairly sure I told Connor this, but I need to stock up on food and stuff.
Oh, okay. You want some company? If Connor's charging off, that is...
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Okay, are you sure? Will we see you later?
Where?
At the party. Are you broken?
Oh, sorry, I don't know. I'm not really for going outside.
Well, that's no excuse. Neither am I, but this is freshers. Come on, then.
Maybe.
Taking that as a yes. I've got to catch up with the others, but I will see you later. Nice to meet you, David.
You too.
Daisy runs off to join the others, leaving David with the trolley. David sighs and starts to push the trolley along before looking in.
Can't have just beers in here.
Interior, Daisy's flat, evening. We cut into a music-led montage of Daisy, Connor and Meg getting ready and sharing a few drinks before heading to the party. It ends with them all sat in Daisy's room drinking. The girls also doing their last bits of makeup and Connor on his phone. We enter the middle of the conversation.
Tell you what always freaked me out. Kermit the Frog.
What?
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, you just...
Daisy, I just said I don't want to talk about it. Fucking hell.
Right, I'm off, ladies. I'll be back in a bit and then we can head over, yeah?
Where are you off to?
Meeting a guy, picking up some stuff for tonight, if you know what I mean. The old how's your father.
Connor taps his nose.
That's definitely wrong.
Right, I'm off. Let me know if you guys want any.
With that, he heads out.
We should probably think about finishing these if we're off out in a bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're right.
Yeah. Can we stick together tonight? It's just Con's invited a load of his mates and the party sounds like it's going to be really busy anyway. I just want to have a good time is all.
Of course, hon. You and me are going to have a fucking sick night. Promise.
Good. Oh, do you know if David's coming?
Who? Oh, I don't know. Connor said he probably wouldn't show.
Oh, that's a shame.
What? Why? Don't you dare fall head over heels for a fucking sad trolley boy.
No, God, it's just seemed he seemed nice, but kind of down. Just hoped he'd come out.
Don't worry about him. Just try to have a good night, yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, got a message from Connor. Says to meet him downstairs with his mates. You ready?
Daisy slams back the remainder of her drink.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Love that. Right, let's go then.
Interior, David's flat, evening. We see David in his flat. He is sat on the sofa, visibly uncertain as to go out or not. He's wearing the same simple clothes from earlier and has a dishevelled look, but has a crate of beer next to him, which he looks at, tempted. We hear the noise of other rowdy students on the way to the trees from outside and downstairs. Suddenly the party music is heard loudly from the floor below, which perks David up. Just after he gets a text on his phone from Jessica, something very mean-spirited and insulting. He suddenly looks very determined and gets up. Interior, Rich and Eddie's flat, night. Downstairs, the party is in full swing. People playing beer pong, Jenga, spin the bottle. Meanwhile, some people are dancing in the kitchen and others are stood near the windows smoking. Rich and Ed are seen in the middle of it all, dancing to the music and having a ball, both clearly trashed and surrounded by other people cheering them on. They're like magnets. As we follow the action of the party, we see Connor and his mates pounding drinks and playing beer pong, getting slightly rowdy. Meanwhile, Meg is seen talking to 2 other guys by the corridor whilst Daisy stood nearby, seeming to have a good time and swaying to the music, but by herself. As she looks around, she suddenly sees David come through the front door and awkwardly make his way into the main room, himself looking around to see anyone that he recognises. He's done himself up a bit, seemingly have showered, shaved and changed into nicer clothes. He spots Rich and Eddie, but they're in the middle of it all, so he turns away. He then sees Connor, but judging by the roundy group that surrounds him, he avoids them too. He then walks over to the counter to open a beer and sees Daisy, and they both smile as they get closer. Daisy as if to say, "Holy shit, look at this." David as if to say, "Here I am."
Holy shit, look at this.
The 2 hug, David not expecting to, but not awkward about it either. Daisy hugs him close, clearly glad that he's there and to have someone to talk to.
You look great. Very handsome.
Thank you.
What dragged you out then?
Well, am I not allowed to just come to a party like everyone else?
Not when you protest and insist on how boring you are, yeah.
Well, I'm in the flat above, and so the music was interrupting my Dickens and the warm milk, so I thought I might as well come down and tell you crazy kids to keep it down.
Fair enough. Sorry, Scrooge. So, do you actually know anyone here?
Well, there's you, Megan, Connor, and then Rich and Ed, who are the hosts. You might have met them, but...
We see Rich and Ed on 2 other people's shoulders having a fight with 2 baguettes.
They're clearly busy. But yeah, it's just you guys. What about you?
Just Connor and Meg. But Connor's preoccupied with the male status ritual over there, and Meg, after is now over there.
Oh yeah, I don't know that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I know what I
And
mean.
Meg is over there with Tweedledum and Tweedletwat, so yeah.
Yeah, sounds familiar. Guess you're stuck with me then. Someone still needs someone else to be boring with?
Oh, always.
Good to know. So are you after... Do you want to...
Oh my god, what?
Are you trying to pull tonight?
God no, fuck that.
How come? You've got so many great options.
David starts surveying the room and describing / trying to sell potential suitors for David. For David?
For
Daisy!
Come on, David.
After a while we get visual cues of what he's describing whilst Daisy engages
It's just him talking to himself.
with the
Oh, with the bit.
butt.
Sorry. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, you've got very hilarious and intellectual guy who's wearing a dressing gown but with a top hat and tie, clearly very classy but also cool. Or there's Connor's right-hand man, George of the Jungle. Look at that. He's learned how to open the fridge just like what real people do. Or you've got the discount John Lennon in the corridor who brought a guitar to the party, clearly very spiritual and definitely not pretentious in any way.
Oh man, they're all so different. I just can't decide. Oh, can I phone a friend?
Afraid not. You used all your lifelines. You used all your lifelines on the question about the French Revolution.
Shit, okay. Option 2.
And she's gone for option 2, ladies and gents. George of the Jungle. Well, that's been this episode of Pick a Twat at a Party, and unfortunately just got news that George has chlamydia. Oh, real shame there.
Oh no, not again. Honestly, the number of times that's happened to me, God, if I had a penny.
No, bad luck. So, guess you're stuck with me being boring for the night then.
Oh, I don't know. I think we're going to have a good night. Cheers.
Cheers.
What I read, that's cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese! Okay. Extension, Bournemouth Streets, night. We cut to a sequence of the group walking through the town to the club. David walking with Daisy, Meg and Connor and laughing. Connor getting David in a headlock and comically hitting him. Rich and Ed lead the parade to the club, both trashed and very excited and cheering the group on. Eventually the party arrives at the club and joins the queue. The bouncer immediately stops Rich and Ed.
Oh, Sam, can you do this? Right?
Sorry lads, you two can't come in.
I'm sorry.
Go change and sober up and then come back. We don't want trouble tonight.
Sober up? Sir, I can assure you I've never had alcohol once in my life.
Yes. Also, what do you mean I have to change?
Sir, you are aware that you have "I'm a massive pedo" written on your back.
I fucking don't.
You fucking do.
Well, I was not aware of that. Clearly I didn't write it on.
Yeah, I did that. Okay, maybe this guy's a point.
Whilst this continues, the others go through the queue, pay and enter the club.
Right, but if I was a paedophile, why would I write it on my shirt? Also, why would I be trying to get into a club where the minimum age is 18? I don't think you've thought this through, sir.
Interior club. David steps into the club whilst the other 3 are slightly ahead of him. There's a brief pause and he takes in the atmosphere and has a look around at all of the drunk, trashed freshers dancing and milling around between the rooms. Suddenly, Daisy is grabbing his hand and starts to pull him through the crowd, where Connor and Meg can already be seen vanishing through. David is tugged through by an excited-looking Daisy before he is blocked and they separate. Now David is lost and by himself. Daisy looks around and tries to find David, but before she can, she's grabbed by Meg and Connor and hurled towards the bar for a drink. David is trying to find his way towards the edge of the crowd when he is grabbed by a very drunk/high student wearing a sombrero and a poncho.
Hey, I know you.
No, mate, I think you got someone else.
Nah. Shut up, you silly bitch. We're best mates and we're having a fucking sick time.
Okay.
Us Mexicanos have got to stick together, innit? Mexican!
I mean, surely you can see I'm not wearing a sombrero.
Nah, I fucking love you, man. Hey, let's go find the others.
What others? Who are you?
Meanwhile, Daisy is at the bar with Connor and Meg, being forced to slam back a load of shots or Jaeger bombs. She grimaces once she has slammed them back, but is immediately whisked back to Meg on the dance floor. She's still looking around for David, but she can't see him anywhere. Meg tugs her, urging her to start dancing and have a good time. She eventually gives in and starts enjoying herself. Meanwhile, David is being tugged upstairs to another room by Sombrero. He tries to get to his phone in an attempt to contact the others, but is suddenly thrown into the middle of the new room and onto the dance floor with Sombrero, who immediately starts dancing very intensely around him.
Yeah, this is it. This is fucking it.
David looks lost and concerned.
I feel the music. Can you feel the music?
Yeah, feeling the music.
Yeah! Kiss me.
What?
Suddenly, Sombrero leans forward, headbutting David and collapsing onto the floor. David mumbles, "Fuck's sake," before going to help. Meanwhile, Daisy is still dancing with Meg before she's handed another 2 Jaeger bombs by Connor and pressured into downing them. After this, one of Connor's rowdy mates, George of the Jungle from earlier, starts dancing very close to Daisy. At first this is okay, why do I keep doing this? Daisy moving to get into her own space, but then begins grinding on her and getting a little bit grabby. After a bit, Daisy becomes very uncomfortable and Meg notices, grabbing and slapping the boy whilst Daisy escapes towards the bar. At the bar, Daisy finds David, who's handed over Sombrero to the medical staff behind the bar. Daisy is very relieved to see David, and after he sees her, he immediately looks happier. The two cling onto each other in relief before breaking apart.
David!
Yep.
David, I'm really drunk, David. I need to get lots of water. Do you want lots of water?
Yeah, I could do with some... Fuck me, the key's long though. Tell you what, let's go around to all the bars and get a pint of water each, okay?
Oh, yes, thank you.
It's fine. You alright?
Yeah, the queues for the bars are so long, though.
Just shove your way to the front, you'll get noticed quicker.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, sorry, I'm just saying you look amazing, so you'll get noticed by the bar staff. Unless you want me to take my top off, but I don't think that's what anyone wants.
Okay, let's go.
Interior club. We now enter a montage of the pair running around the club between the bars hand in hand. The bassy, intense club music is replaced with a still fast-paced but sweeter, softer song as they laugh, run down the ice pints, immediately get brain freeze, then continue. This goes on for a while before Daisy runs ahead, whilst David checks his phone to see a load of texts and pictures of his ex with another guy out in the club as well. David immediately looks crushed and devastated in shock. Daisy runs back to him and tries to drag him along, but after a second realises something's gone wrong. David looks at her before hugging her close and then looking into her eyes.
Daisy, I'm really sorry. I'm going to go. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But no, don't go. What's wrong?
It's nothing. I just want to make sure you're good before I leave.
David, please stay.
No, I'm sorry, but I'll be okay. Promise. Go find the others. I hope you have a good night.
With that, David turns and leaves, heading for the exit whilst Daisy watches him, confused and sad for him. Suddenly, she looks determined and goes to try and find Connor. She eventually finds Connor by the bar with his rowdy mates, all very drunk.
Connor, David's gone. He seems really upset. I think you should go and talk to him.
Oh no, don't worry. He always throws wobblies like this. He's a big boy now. He can deal with it.
Connor then turns back to his mates with Daisy looking shocked and angry at him. She then looks towards the exit where David left and rushes towards it. Exterior, Bournemouth Street's night. David is seen walking down the street from the club, clearly upset with his hands in his pockets. Suddenly Daisy bursts through the crowd by the exit, shouting and sprinting towards David.
David, wait!
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, I couldn't let you walk off into the night by yourself.
Daisy, I really don't want to ruin your night. Please go and find the others.
I don't want to find the others. Where are you going?
I don't know. I just need to clear my head. The beach, maybe?
David, it's our first day. Do you even know how to get to the beach?
Just fucking follow the sound of the seagulls.
It's 2 a.m.
Right.
Come on, let's go.
David,
at this point, I'm going to the beach as well. So you can follow me at a distance if you want to be all moody and alone, or you can come with me.
David sighs, feeling guilty for Daisy having joined him, but then he lets himself smile, clearly glad for the company. He goes to join her and the two begin to walk, incidentally in the opposite direction from where David was heading. Exterior, Bournemouth Street's night. We follow the two in cinematic sequence paired with sweet music as they walk through the empty Bournemouth streets, talking and laughing as they go, although we can't hear what they're saying. They walk past closed, dark pubs and open, bright off-licences and fast food places. At some point, the two stop off at an offie to get a cheap bottle of wine and one of the places to get chips before continuing with their walk, sharing the chips as they go. At one point, Daisy starts shivering, so David gives her his jacket. Yeah. Is that right? Did I say the wrong names? No. Okay,
No.
sorry. My brain's, yeah. They walk through Bournemouth Square, looking at all of the buildings and scenery before heading down to the lower gardens, which are lit by winter illuminations. They spot the Ferris wheel and the pier in the distance and head towards it. Upon reaching the closed, abandoned pier and climb around the sides, supporting each other as they go. Eventually, they reach the end and sit over the edge, looking at the sea / back at the city, and swigging the cheap wine.
Oh, fuck.
I know.
David takes the wine bottle and goes to read the label.
Jesus Christ, it's only 3 units.
You fucking what? What's the point in that then? It's basically milk.
Yeah, but what's the point? If it's that weak, why does it taste like fucking bleach?
The two laugh as they put the bottle and chips to one side.
Okay, not wishing to make things awkward, but there's something that's been stuck in my mind all night.
Go on.
Why'd you ask me if I was looking to get off with anyone tonight?
Oh, nothing. I was just making conversation.
Ah, alright then.
What?
No, it's just I was wondering your plan.
Oh, sorry, if your plan.
I was just wondering if your plan all along was to lead me down to the pier to make a move.
Oh, yeah? What kind of move do you think I could possibly have in mind?
I don't know. Buying us chips to share, giving me your jacket, under the stars by the sea. You're doing alright so far.
David just smiles and laughs under his breath before staring out to the sea, but there's a silence between the two, almost as if they're just noticing how close they are. The open darkness and the noise of the sea in front of them, with Bournemouth illuminated in the background as they get closer still. The moment drags on for too long, however, with neither of them making a move. Suddenly Daisy instead puts her head on his shoulder and he puts his arm around her. The two cuddle and stare off into the sea.